I watched whatever that stupid movie, God Bless America, and yeah, I didn't even take it as a comedy. I took it as like a romantic drama or something. So yeah, to me, that's yeah, sure, it's a good movie. I mean, they just didn't kill enough people. They had too high a standard.
I knew you'd like that movie, Gary.
Yeah, well, I'd already seen all the good parts. You know, I saw all the 5-minute clips of all the good shooting stuff, and so when I saw the rest of the movie, I was a little disappointed just because it was the rest of the movie was just kind of throwaway bullshit. So, but yeah, it was a it's good enough.
Gary, what was that? Last week you guys were talking about a couple movies and talked to the Papillon, which I haven't seen that, so I rented that. But there was another one about something with a beach in it. It sounded really interesting, but I can't remember what the name was.
On the beach.
On the beach. Yeah, I actually watched it again just because I got reminded
Oh,
of it.
okay.
I gotta go watch that
I
again.
gotta get.
Yeah, and that's Ava Gardner's in it, and the that guy from the guy I like, the guy from yeah, the guy from the court guy with the little girl and the black guy. What the hell's the name of that guy? God, it's amazing. I can't remember the title of that movie. I mean, that's a great movie. Jeez, that's amazing. I can't remember the name of that movie.
I mean,
Remember the
it sounds pretty cool. I mean, what, he comes out, they surface in the submarine, and World War III's already happened, and the whole planet's a post-apocalypse or something?
Yeah, well, basically they have World War whatever, and the Russians and the Americans blow everything to pieces. They do the mad thing, the mutually assured destruction thing. And so yeah, everything's irradiated, everybody's dead except for the southern hemisphere, which is still eking around. And so they're just waiting for the radiation to get to them. And so that's really the story is the American submarine's like the last of the American presence on Earth, and they hang out in Australia for a while, and then everybody dies. All right, Gregory Peck. Right, and what's Gregory Peck's most famous
They should have
movie?
found a way to navigate around the radiation pockets.
Atticus is the guy's name. Atticus. What's the name of that
You
movie?
mean
Was that?
To Kill a Mockingbird?
There you go. There you go. There you go. That's the movie I was trying to remember. That's another good movie to watch. Anyway, you got to see that one too. That's a classic.
Read the book, never saw the movie.
Oh, the movie was done really well, actually. It's, yeah, it's done really well. Yeah,
It's
so
too
you ought to
often
see
they
the
don't
movie.
do a good job.
Well, I'm just saying that Gregory Peck is really good, and the kid they got for it was perfect, and it was just done really well. And Boo and yeah, all the characters were done really well. Really was quite an excellent film. I wish I hadn't seen everything already, because there's some great movies like that I wish I could go back and look at and say, wow, that's a great movie. But I already saw all the great movies.
Any at the top of the
What about
list?
series? I've seen, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's always hard to do that top of the list thing because you never remember all the really great movies. And some movies are great for different reasons, so it's hard to put them all in categories and say, yeah, okay, this is a great movie, this is a great movie. So, it's kind of tough to do that because there's just so many really good movies.
Watching some classic old movies again lately, like Ben-Hur. I like that. The horse racing. What's the English?
Yeah, it's really quite amazing. Especially when I was a kid, all you saw it was like on TV on a little narrow screen, and so it really was. But when you see it full screen, wide screen, the chariot race is just
Yeah,
amazing.
Chariot Race. That's yeah,
It's just amazing.
really well made.
Yeah, it's too bad it's a religious story, but outside of the religious part, it's a really great story. Just about.
Yeah. The ending. It's just the ending kind of sucks. The last hour or so. I guess when all the
Well, it isn't that bad. I mean, it is kind of nice that the lepers get saved, and so I mean, it's good. It's a
Yeah.
happy ending, because it was really hard. It's a brutally brutal movie, but there was just these great scenes, like after the chariot race when the guy loses, and he tells Ben-Hur that his mother and sister are in the leper colony, and he's,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
line like,
And yeah, and that boat scene also got to me. I remember as a kid when they were chained to the boat there.
yeah, that's a great, there's just a lot of great bits in there that are really great stuff. you know, but there's always, there's always great movies. I mean, just some from different, you just go back from the beginning. I guess you could say, oh, that is a great movie. That was a great movie. That was a great movie.
Did
Yeah,
you
and also
ever
Aliens
watch
again for the
Arlington
first
Road?
time in years. That's a classic.
Which one?
Game over, man.
Arlington Road?
Aliens.
That's an interesting one, Arlington Road.
It doesn't sound too good. I saw that stupid The Road movie. I was so disappointed. I mean, everybody talked about that being some kind of great movie, great anti-natalist movie, or say it's a horrible movie. It was filmed crappy, it was dark, it was stupid and mopey and whiny. The whole movie was just a big, giant, whiny, bitchy. Let's push our shopping cart some more. Okay, Daddy. You gonna
You know,
push
it's
from
act.
the front, I'll push from the back. Okay, Daddy.
You know, it's accurate because if that happened, there would be people who would just keep trying to push through it no matter what.
I know, but I'd shoot that guy just for being whiny bitch.
I'll tell you what was believable though is that those gangs of cannibals that they were showing. I know that would happen in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I don't think it's that. I tell you the truth, I don't think that shit would happen. You'd have families. You know what I mean? I mean, real families. But I don't think you'd have gangs, because the gangs would kill each other. They just
Yeah.
wouldn't last very long, because there'd be no cohesion. You know what I mean? There'd be nothing to drive them, nothing holding them together, no code of military conduct or something. You know what I'm saying? If you took away the rules, the military, they'd start shooting each other in a day. They'd start fighting over the bitches and so I don't I think people's perception of what would really happen in the Lord of the Flies kind of scenario, yeah, there'd be a lot of mass murders, what there'd be.
Well, they did show the one family though on the road, kind of keeping those people down in the basement and kind of farming them. I guess they look like some kind of family that was doing that.
Totally unrealistic, right? I mean, there's no way that would work, right? I mean, theoretically, right? Just because you could knock a floorboard up, right? That little padlock is going to stop you from breaking out? No fucking way. So that was really unrealistic.
Do you have any post-apocalyptic movies you like besides On the Beach?
Well, none of them are terribly realistic. I don't really like post-apocalyptic movies because I don't think they really get to it. But I think the one that was more accurate than some was The Postman. Just because
Yeah.
that's retained that military thing. You know what I mean? You had this military guy who created a kind of a military organization, so you could see how that could work because people would want to be a part of a strong gang, and they had to have discipline and they had rules, and that could work.
Do you think some kind of religious order would survive that?
Yeah, I think it could. I mean, certainly. But like I said, you need something to control people, and I just don't know if religion's going to be too powerful after you've been apocalyptic. God loves you. Well, yeah, he's trying to kill you with radiation, but he still loves you. No worries. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to sell people on that shit.
I know it's not exactly a parallel, but I'm just thinking of countries where everything collapses, like Afghanistan or Somalia, and it's usually like the religious organizations that have the most organization and cohesion.
Well, I know, but they do kill each other pretty frequently, right? So, and take the gloves off, take the international rules off, and they'll be gassing each other with mustard shit and all kinds of ketchup gas and all kinds of fucking gas. But yeah, futuristic movies are always really dicey, you know, because they really. I mean, I love science fiction, but you know, none sure that you say, oh yeah, that's going to happen. I mean, it always, you know, relies on super technology or, you know, some sort of silly society where everybody loves each other or something, and you're just saying, how does
Yeah.
this work? Oh yeah, I'm driving around in my nuclear car. Oh yeah, sure, sure you are.
I know you always say about the Star Trek thing, how would that work? Because there'd always be like a Timothy McVeigh to just crash it into something.
Yeah, or Gary. I mean, you know, shit. Like, yeah, come on. I'd be all on that shit. Oh yeah, I got my own light cruiser. Ha 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 ha. You're fucked, people. You know. But I mean, yeah, you know, you got cars flying over your house. You know, you what? You just throw a rock up there, right? I mean, fuck, flying cars. Oh, get real. So it doesn't really go anywhere. That's why I have to make the perfect science fiction movie.